Good morning, Northshore. It's Monday, June 8th, and the beginning of another fabulous June week here in Northshore. And looking forward to kind of a spirited weather week. It certainly has been a little bit nimble, cloud, sun, but a typical late spring week here for the Northwest. So I want to start this morning by sharing we have now eclipsed 215,000 meals, and we're up to 216,390 meals, which is quite a little bit. And later this week or early next week at the latest, we'll be announcing our summer meal plan. I want to share that 2 of our 4 comprehensive high schools have done their precursor to graduation prep time, which is they've done their filming for the virtual graduation, which will be a week from today. So we have our other 2 comprehensive high schools filming this week, and Northshore Networks and our SAS program and ATP program having already filmed. So we're looking forward to this spring ending graduation series. Even though it's not, I think the graduation events, we had all hoped to physically be there, to shake hands, hug one another, and be physically present with one another. There have been some fabulous moments as each high school program has worked with their families and their staff to create something that's as meaningful as humanly possible within the safety and health guidelines and directives we're still finding ourselves in. So a big thank you to all of our high school principals, our high school counselors, staff, teachers, support staff, families, for their patience and grace throughout this process. And most importantly, another congratulations to our graduates. And we look forward to seeing the events, which will be live in another week. So I also want to share that this morning we're very excited. I could hardly sleep last night and was up early looking forward to the OSPI announcement of the directions and recommendations that they're going to provide us for school reopening in the fall. So those are scheduled to be released later today. I'm not entirely sure what time, but really looking forward to the opportunity to review the parameters that we're going to need to operate within as we think about planning forward for our new educational teaching and learning opportunities for each of our students here in Northshore. So to that end, innovation is going to play a large role as it continues to in the fall and in the years to come. Goal 4 of our bold strategic plan talks about critical and creative thinking and the importance of innovating. So one of the projects that we've worked on this year in the Goal 4 think tank is the development of Innovation Lab High School, which is a new high school program opening this fall to incoming 9th and incoming 10th graders only. So it's my pleasure this morning to invite Dr. Tracy Malloy, our Chief Leadership and Strategy Officer, and Mr. Peter Shirkey, our principal for Innovation Lab High School. And they have some details they'd like to share as we're doing a virtual open house June 10th, which is this Wednesday. Sometimes when I say June 10th, it sounds like it should be months in the future, but it really is day after tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And we're looking forward to that as some of our in-person presentations were canceled in March because of the pandemic. So Dr. Malloy and Mr. Shirkey, it's a pleasure to have you with us this morning. Why don't you share a little about what people might expect Wednesday evening?
Good morning.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Reed. I'm really excited to have identified some amazing teachers. And I can't wait to introduce them on Wednesday when we have a little more time. I've been so impressed at how they've been working really hard to develop our first expedition of the year, the first multidisciplinary project that students will really dig into to begin their learning at Innovation Lab High School.
Yeah, now, Principal Shirkey, what you're talking about, you're using this term expedition, and that's a term that's very familiar to schools that are a part of an expeditionary learning model. It's a project-based, multidisciplinary approach to learning. My understanding, based on working with you, is that Innovation Lab is part of the Expeditionary Learning Network and is also going to be partnering with various other organizations such as the Mastery Transcript Consortium.
Yeah, there is. And there's been a lot happening in these last 3 months. On Wednesday, we're going to have the time to give more details, and I hope people will be able to tune in. Innovation Lab's program will provide students with deep, rich learning experiences that are going to encourage those students to really take deep dives into topics, applying their knowledge to solve problems in innovative and imaginative ways. I really can't wait to share more.
That's great. So Dr. Reed, on Wednesday night at 5 p.m., that's when we will be having this information night. And I know that you too are excited to share more about Innovation Lab's program with our community.
Thank you, Dr. Malloy. I can't wait. I think that, it's interesting. Last fall, when I shared that we were going to pivot to work on Goal 4 as a district and really focus on innovation, I had no idea what was ahead of us, right? And as we've all innovated in the last 3 months, it's been a really groundbreaking opportunity to think about, what does innovation even mean? What is that deeper dive into content, that design thinking that's so needed right now in our country and across our world to problem solve, and to problem solve problems we've never seen before? In some ways, COVID-19 is metaphoric for all the math and science and literature, the arts, our career and technical education, all of the things we learn within those content areas. The ability for students to independently apply that learning in a new setting that we've never seen before is what's required now for us to solve the vaccine, antibody issues, and to get our world, if you will, back to normal as we knew it. So I'm really excited about the possibilities, as you know. I also want to reassure families, particularly of juniors, who saw the SAT and ACT tests kind of go by the wayside this spring, that the mastery transcript possibilities in working with top tier schools around the country are really exciting, and maybe will capture in a very real, authentic way students' preparedness for post-secondary education and the workplace or military. So just excited about that, and thrilled to have an opportunity to share that with our community. I know you and Peter have worked just endlessly with colleagues from around the country, and just looking forward to sharing that. So anything else, Tracy or Peter, that you'd want to add?
No, I'm looking forward to sharing more information on Wednesday. I think that what families will hear is going to be exciting. There were a lot of questions earlier in the winter, in February and January, when we were first having our events, that we were still pondering and learning about. And now we have some more solid answers about how Innovation Lab's going to support all of the students that are enrolled and that will also continue to become enrolled in the school. So it's a really great time, actually, to be in Northshore and to be an innovator.
I can't wait to introduce the fabulous staff that has been coming together to our community, and so people can see the faces of the talented educators who are going to really bring Innovation Lab to life with their students.
Yeah, thanks, Peter and Tracy. I think that it's probably all large systems like Northshore really benefit from having an opportunity to incubate innovation. In many of our larger schools, it's very difficult to do because of the numbers and the schedule and just the systems that surround innovation or ideas. We have innovative things happening in all of our classrooms all across the district, no question, and that's exciting. What we're trying to do at Innovation Lab is incubate some of those innovations and think about how we could bring those to scale, particularly at a time where we're redefining education as we know it all across the country. So there's a lot of interest in how do we redefine teaching and learning at a time where everything we've known about it has been really illuminated in a different way. So, I want to thank Tracy and Peter for all their work, and all the staff who've contributed ideas, our elected board for their oversight and nudging of us as a district along this innovative path, and look forward to sharing information Wednesday, and look forward to OSPI's guidance this afternoon sometime. So can't wait to share that with you this coming Wednesday. So until then, stay home, stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you Wednesday morning. Thank you.